Alright guys, the Iceman here on the Jeffrey Rose YouTube channel. I really don't know where to start this video off. I just got done watching Impact Wrestling and I thought it was a really darn good show. The ending did catch me off guard a little bit, although, I did read uh, the fact that Hulk Hogan's contract was up this month and, I know I've complained in the past that I thought maybe that TNA needed to get rid of Hulk Hogan. Um, but watching this show tonight, I mean, we saw Magnus in a gauntlet match where he beat Christopher Daniels and Kazarian. Kazarian undercut him behind the knee, and he ended up having to tap out to Bobby Roode. A very upset Magnus after that match. Sting had to come out and console him, and Magnus basically said to Sting, you know, you know, I come so close, but I'm never good enough. And Sting just told him how he was the same way years ago. He was in the same predicament, and Ric Flair gave him that opportunity, and he finally overcame. And Magnus said, "Well, who's going to give me that opportunity?" And Sting told him, "I will." Magnus was a little shocked. So Sting and Magnus are going to have a match of Bound for Glory. Should be a very interesting match, and I think this might be maybe where Magnus might turn heel. We'll just have to wait and see what happens there. We also saw Jeff Hardy and Manic go up against Kenny King and Chris Sabin. Match that could have been a little bit better considering the four participants. Um, and of course, Chris Sabin back to his usual antics. And Austin Aries was at ringside at the announce booth, the announcer's table, and he had enough. And he went into the ring afterwards. So, what basically Aries said, he wants to make a four-way dance at Bound for Glory. Jeff Hardy said, no, we're going to do it this way, and he's going to do something he's never done before. It's going to be an Ultimate X championship match, which to me will be a great, great match at Bound for Glory. I think this is something that we haven't seen Jeff Hardy ever do before, and I think this is something that can really be, um, you know, something that we'll always remember for quite some time. So I really thought that was a good segment there, and I'm looking forward to that as well. Uh, we did see AJ come out earlier, and you know, Bully Ray. He basically told Bully Ray that he was going to have a match tonight, and where AJ, got his information from, obviously, supposedly was from Hulk Hogan. That Bully Ray was going to face Samoa Joe in the main event. Um, but all in all, I mean, there was a lot of matches that I was unaware that were going to occur from what I read the rumors for the preview show. We also saw Velvet Sky was going to go up against Miss Tessmacher in a number one contenders match for the Knockouts Championship, but lo and behold was the debut of Lady Tapa. When she came into the ring, Tessmacher booked, and Lady Tapa just destroyed Velvet Sky. And I'm thinking to myself, when this was going on, where was Chris Sabin? Was he doing his meditation, his yoga? Um, Chris Sabin has his dark side now, and Velvet Sky still has the face personality. So right now, it's sort of like interesting to see which way that ends up turning. So, but yeah, this has been a very somber night. I mean, I really enjoyed the show. I thought it had a lot of element to it. Um, and then the final segment after Bully Ray had his match with Samoa Joe, where um, he used the chain on Samoa, and Earl Hebner, disqualified him, and he ended up throwing Hebner down to the ring mat, and then here comes AJ Styles, who earlier was supposedly had to leave the building uh, per order of Dixie Carter. Security chased him in, and AJ went into the stands with the fans, which I thought was totally great. I totally phenomenal, no pun intended. But no, yeah, I enjoyed that segment. And then the final ending, um, Dixie come out, bringing out Hulk Hogan, um, and I was shocked. She basically asked Hulk Hogan, "Are you going to join her?" And Hogan said no, and I was shocked. See, I don't read spoilers, so I was totally unaware of it, and I didn't see this in any of the rumors, although I did know his contract was up. And Hogan said no, and I was totally shocked. He said he quit, and the show pretty much ended. Now, this leads me into my second part of this because I've been reading rumors that, after the new year comes, Dixie and her dad are looking to sell TNA Wrestling. Uh, they're not making any money. And when I read about this yesterday, I was thinking to myself, oh boy, here we go. Um, unless somebody really thinks that they can take over this company and then really wants to spend the money to really improve it and do some wondrous things to the company, I really believe that TNA may go down, and it's unfortunate because what what once was a very thriving company back in the middle of the 2000s has now become to the point where money is very scarce and wrestlers are being let go. The roster is very thinned out, um, and I think it's really a shame. And then I look at the other side of the coin. I just think how Vince McMahon is frothing at the mouth, and and of course Vince won't buy the company. There's really no reason to. If Dixie can't find a suitable seller, I see TNA really dissolving, and it's something that I really don't want to see happen because it's been a wrestling industry which I've enjoyed from the very start. Um, there's a lot of superstars that have put their heart and soul into this promotion, and I just think that Dixie Carter is giving up. And I did have hopes that maybe Jeff Jarrett would get involved and maybe, since he did form the company, he founded it. I was hoping maybe that he would want to take over and possibly reignite it. But I really don't see that happening, unfortunately. So, yeah, I mean, for the last month and a half, 2 months, I think Impact Wrestling has been great. Their free per-views have been great. Um, and I've been very optimistic. And I just never in my wildest dreams thought that Dixie Carter was going to sell. And just like WCW, um, when they couldn't find a viable buyer that really wanted to keep the company going, of course Vince McMahon, like he's done so many times in the past, uh, took care of that and finally dissolved WCW. And I really don't want to see this happen to TNA Wrestling. I think it's healthy to have more than one promotion, regardless whether it is very competitive to the other or not. Um, it still will keep the other one on their toes, or they'll keep each other on their toes. So, yeah, so it was sort of like a disappointing night after I saw that Hulk Hogan said he quit. I mean, I've been negative about Hogan for so many times in the past. I thought maybe he sort of took a lot away from TNA, and I still think he did. I mean, I like the six-sided ring. I think that was original. Um, we don't see as many X Division matches anymore, and I don't know if that's Hogan's doing or just the money that's involved. But now that Hogan says he quit, I'm thinking to myself, well, geez, he knows more than what we know of what's going on the inside, um, you know, matters of TNA wrestling. So I hope I'm wrong. I hope if she does sell, that somebody with a lot of money does take over and want to really get this company back to where it belongs. But if not, it's just another wrestling company that bites the dust, and it just is another notch uh, on Vince McMahon's belt, where I can see that ego just getting larger and larger and larger. So those are my thoughts tonight. Again, I thought TNA Impact Wrestling was a great show, but with Hogan quitting and the news I read yesterday, I just think that the future of TNA is very unstable. So this is the Iceman. Peace out on this Thursday night. We'll see y'all next time, and try to enjoy the rest of your night. See you. I mean, I am really sort of lost for words. See you guys later.